yes stadium yakata so na bibia wo when do you think say
stadium nankasa no pitch na esi wono kwa onye ni okokata so ewia be da boso
da ben afo se betumi duru ho
ebeche
estimate be how many years
ebeche yen no yen fix it the fundamentals and sani adwen the luxurious part of covering the stadium
abro from atwe mu ache
eno yes ye wakase bi so ya sentini se o ya kanin ye wakase bi e kase ye de ehia ansa ne ye de heden e fata Roma de no matra de ehia enti de e fata no omoye yesu ye nyanya de ehia mpon wiye ne abaye de e fata de ehia ne se ye pitch da ye bobo so kranye stadium na esi wo no renovation work wo na doso yetimi kafo timi ba kuruba so ma be inspection ni nya park emo ye stadium a Black Star be bo match kosi our stadium doesn't even meet the standard o the stadium ye kata so na be ka eno dey say betima petapoli bi dey twa stadium ne so
enti ye wechi kaka
ye wechi e kan kata so nkwa dey benya canopy bi dey akata so but we should face the fundamentals which is the pitch itself, little things, internet at the stadium, safety of people at the stadium. I know they say fix it. I say they can't so there's any problem. And the man who's grass is here. Debbie.
And they do Hokra.
Debbie, a man.
Minas are croppy again.
Debbie, na stadium Nakasa was no problem. Stadium no crown yebi. Obiti meje edema solid for edge the musical concert. Now, Baba James or Becataso. Undu hompo, she.
Because Andra say, na me imagine how our atmosphere neti open about Mutala. Say, didn't I cross a park no swimming and age na why?
And go baby,
it's na why because you're crucial. Mutala brought from Mugo when him
cry.
He see an Afribiano or more drink, quite what on my dinner, a bay improve. I want to be new per se at the brilliant so. No matter to my and me no opportunity to share stadium ho. Why am I say white now Madrid supporters nation? Because I show more park na so. Supporters no.
Yeah.
And your players are with na park na say show myself. Wage na number 2, wage na number 3. Even the supporters ya show mo. And you dey play in the set. Now wage na no warning. You want free you will stay. Even the game. And now Fadi Babadi can send me. Or say the Madrid draw is like a lose to us, but still we will go and fight. It's hard. What was that? They've gone beyond the results, but such an atmosphere that was on Mutala. You know, and yana made back one me bomb say yana ipedin phone to nature. Eye ya banya e wukuma. You pending for Mudia so. Yeah, I'm going to share some of these venues and this stadium near the idea. Now, I'm going to the football association and then the Pebia or involved in the football. Name create atmosphere be at the side. But I do say, so football they walk on the acronym. No matters like this. Immediately, you're going to craft free politics so. You're going to craft free. What's that? May you sure say, Mutala and yet Uncofu be walk Roma, Munya, Muka Spain. A lot of people will not go to Spain. If you're in the USB or in the UK, be naturally because of language barrier. Okay. But football, sometimes the Spanish games, any Champions League, no, it's a delight to watch. And now, right from the tunnel, me who city players, me who Madrid players, no more back on the pitch. Now my first supporters quite for to be a fight. That been done you do ho. You do hopping. But I best think on those days here who they so unyi wo kuma sakra. Kotoko elbow has and no more any team from Africa those big teams now. Next the whole night to me red. Some men best think and there will be a free game to struggle. Inti me share no atmosphere no. I'm a head away, but about Sequoia na Mutala. Yen ya free a hunjim. That is why at that time not me ped away. Yan minute Kumasi Krono. Oh, my attack to us Antokotoko. And the one Kotoko is playing now, it's like a festival. Yet the room, my name Messiah was a Mutala and that say I may I don't know about Baby Sisia. How now the Kotoko Bessenim? Because may I still say in Colanga getting 2 years now, don't know what to parents come and right. I was telling you. Yet the Madrid move right from the Amuncola Brimu. Insanity. Yeah. But I didn't get sir. Said that time, young parameter became in you are a gross group. I'm more Fabi. About family be rusted your home. Now, when you have a first one, be rusted your home. Process of a film and the better will get Nechi. And look at one of the men out of the football. And from number 1 to number 5. Not anything around Twitter is about the Champions League. Yeah. Anything about Twitter from number 1 to number 5. And I play Twitter and I go here. Opa Obi phone. No trending on Twitter. Trending on Twitter. Number 1. Party because Ghanaian players here can Champions League in the news. Number 2, Gabriel. The only story any sports have a funny face. Yeah. Another one at number 4. Alliance Arena. Number 5, Kai Walker because Yanyan says Kai Walker slide 20 yesterday too. About my fit for the return leg. In their story. It's boiled down to the Champions League. Number 6, Carlo Ancelotti. Number 7, Rodrigo Goes. Number 8, Etihad. Number 9, Danchenko. Number 10, Gnabry. Number 11, Trossard. Number 12, Jasco Badiol. 13, Alfonso Davies. 14, Vinicius Junior. And the last one, 15, Bernabeu. Mutala. Out of the 15 trending issues that near him, our Twitter, the only one that ain't get Champions League story, funny face. Mutala, what was the situation? No? Yeah. The only one that ain't get trending story, and the only one that ain't get sports story, funny face. The rest of the 14 in here, it boils down to and no Champions League game, you know, your boy. Because it is the biggest club competition in the world. And by understand of Madruha. That is my question. All the time I knew when Gomabu was there. Champions League, I think I know what it was there. I think Olenga was there. Now, only by about you free or TriCaster room way. The friend is saying Alex. Now the can say Champions League enter into the quarterfinals to the event on its own. Okay. Yeah. And then 15 trending stories in Ghana. And move back up and Champions League football. It's now how a brofuno efforts to package your money, no matter what by force. Upo, when you how many times a year football, may run game no more, but how many times I want to hear football? Ha, Sabia, Kotoko game, has the game. Even sometimes our national teams. Almost like even radio stations, any TV station, air flyer, as to come and to your mayor and run the game. How many times I will be? Champions League, no. Fadi Babadi in here, Chamani in here. My air flyer, the motor say, obey your commentary. And now say, I brought full package of money. No man, no more trouble by force. Upo, when you buy Jago. I'm out for a pass. Equal different places just because of a Champions League in Europe. And you know UEFA, the last one that I can't say about Arsenal everybody the Premier League, no. And that's when they make sure say even VAR send me to my back. Now you're trending. Now what my who the rule. And now who the former vice president, that's my better on Facebook. Who here? Yeah. The only thing I try VAR is because of the Arsenal game. VAR is because of the Champions League. It Umpo. And then it's the order of the day. Oh, to buy my you struggle by force. And the men say an African kwan. Uko Asia they are watching Champions League. Uko South America they are watching Champions League. Europe on a day. Imagine how over the 2 games in there at the same time, but still, a mutual trial no be a shake. It's Mutala, and now I'm afraid I be saying, never had the real atmosphere in the city quiet. I'm not my mama packaging. Now, yeah, attractive enough. That would be able to do, but we will need someone now. About you to say football, young men in the situation be about a card, you know. And I first say Champions League na start on ho. Mutala again. And now I was talking about Carlo Ancelotti. About the 200 Champions League game. The first manager to achieve that in the history of the game. About the 200. 115 wins. 43 draws. And 42 losses. And analysis no when in the Champions League for Carlo Ancelotti. Coach are coming close to him. Same as Ferguson 190. Arsene Wenger 178. Now Pep Guardiola after yesterday's game were about 169. Now just say about 145. But the other coaches will be at the Champions League about Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
5 points about Mudi. Arsene Wenger won about 178 and 1 GB. The highest of all year 2006 final with Barcelona. Okay. What kind of famous squad no?
Yeah, they almost 2-1 to Barcelona.
But no Barcelona no, so no count. Hleb.
Alexander Hleb.
No, because our squad no. Fabregas was part.
Yeah.
So when Henry said the first goal.
And Henry, So Campbell.
So Campbell said the first goal. Now. Barca beat some by 2 goals to 1. The guys are
late in the second half. Samuel Eto'o.
Eto'o who?
Eto'o and Belletti.
Hey, you know Belletti. So, about Chelsea Kaka.
Yeah.
Those are about to me Kaka. Only Kudolson. Who players who? Who's on the same players? I bet you more in the last 20 years. Belletti. That was Arsene Wenger final of boy, but top 5 no. And I first say, Jambo Carlo Ancelotti abaso. Me did them say time and bury it. And they especially when the away goal rule the end of you. We are sitting there here watching the repeat, but we are still enjoying the game. And living here after 9 p.m. now because of these 2 games. Mambo Carlo Ancelotti abaso say what to my active side in the game. The last 40 home games at Man City are it's hard. Almost lose here. So I am big challenge. And the Carlo Ancelotti to go to Etihad and qualify. To go to Etihad and win the game. I am big challenge. And the Carlo Ancelotti. And Man City and Real Madrid they film on 2 occasions with the same squad and the same coach. A big question. And this is 7 days time. Next week Wednesday by this time they are prepared for that game. No?
Yeah.
And my member Pepper Basso. Konya fast one or send first goal. You better send by 2 goals to 1. Now some back into the game and eventually no. Over the game no. And so no more taken man I 3-3.
Over 2.5 per.
2.5 now more first half. 2.5
now first half 1.5 crowd them.
Massa. What the Martin be 1.5 crowd no quite bro. The family for Mutia and himself and no quite bro. Pacha, very deep pacha. And a match of goals. In fact, the 2 games ended in the draw. All the course straight draw for 2 games.
Mas na me do mo hoya o.
Remember?
Oh, me do mo hoya.
That is how a game is acquired. Mutala. For him, who play in a big game like this. I'm happy for him. I ran no or trying to be European football kwa homa mu. And then the D3. We got a night like this now you whoop ya. Who showcase bibi. Tell yourself and then say why arriving. And I'm not telling you before the never do. Super game yesterday. Yeah. Say Man City but one year we cover the brain. No matter what a threat draw. Oh, but about Pep Guardiola air statement be train. Ya gain enko
statement ben.
What's a recent American ya say City team make the brain. What's an answer oh. But in the crucial game me high man in camp. The biggest game throughout the season and boy no. Without cover the brain. As a man catch now.
Yes, said Rana Kevin Roy almost start game na no home for the papa.
The most important is about no count. But all lose game no. And when they can play without Haaland too, then they will not lose.
Yeah.
Because Haaland and they on it, I don't know who they got there at the corner. But the other and then football they have body a team and so so.
By Haaland and Kasa say and Rally Quips show a flop of the match. Yes, big games about on Yeshi.
It's what look at a good game than rare witness here. So many yellow card no nyano. It means about messing the return leg. Once and not a money boy as a central defender. But the good news to say, Carlo has lost after the game. I confirm say, Eden Militao is back in training. And on New York they still have Nacho Fernandez there. But my DM say, Traman you to win game we big blue. I say Alfonso Davis Denibi. Big blow for Real Madrid. Me still say ending in the draw no. We are going to start the game fresh in the return leg. Anything can happen, even though City to about 55% chance of qualifying, but it will not come easy. Oh my idea for this atmosphere and draw, and I'm happy for that score by you. On one person, I'm a force and they won what they do. No, live up to expectation, but I know I go. No, it was okay for him. A 3-3 draw, Urban about indeed. A good result for Pep Guardiola. Mutala, what's we are disappointed in Arsenal? Mutala, no, give my share of the Manchester United disappointed. So,
in the last 3 years. Under Mikel Arteta,
they be better than Bayern Munich.
Arsenal form a war this year no, any last year but this year now no anything. So Bayern show more over the years 5-1, 10-2 aggregate there. Then I expected Arsenal to take charge this time. Now Arsenal bobe 30% bet. It was just Bayern bobe 30% bet. The ball was just Arsenal.
Who's a football officer?
And now,
one that's what I say, and the only Bayern the bar over dominate.
And now Thierry Henry seen.
Only he goes missing.
Thierry Henry seen a disappointment. And they say Bayern didn't even create chances like that in open play, but 2 chances of winner, you know, and almost Arsenal had chances to kill the game. Sana Henrique. Me and Kasami are disappointed in Arsenal. Josiah Kasemi tell me, I feel Matthias say, or say who's Champions League the pedigree. Now Arsenal no need. Sa pedigree no. Oh no sir, any day obi ade the Champions League we say yedebo. Also Arsenal ni pedigree. Na me share Arsenal ni Porto. Na me fan compare and na me disappoint. Cause they had chances to kill the game. And
me omo free man abere ya. But the result in the main can here. This is omo free man leg. Yes.
Oh second leg omo timako. If they take their chances they can beat Bayern.
And Bayern Munich this time omo home na yehu.
Meaning the free Alliance Arena. So there's something has left the Alliance Arena. No, something has left the BBF.
Come out to first like I read them.
Now when they are playing their crampuna
and they're dangerous. And especially when Omen to make it win. So they will have to score at home. Or maybe Arsenal take advantage.
Arsenal should be able to eliminate this by NT.
But there are some few things I mean who will give them. The coming on of Chenchenko. And then you many the Arsenal. And may assure Satata, ever realizing the mistakes there. Zinchenko could have offered something better in the first half than 𝐒𝐏𝐬. Minimum I could say our home game. Obasa young more tactful. Obasa expose defense. Also Zinchenko no, ni run no bono. On paper he's a left back, but the foot of play on your left back. Also when he came in for Arsenal games, sir.
He plays more as a midfielder.
On paper he's a left back. Throwing a quarter half through as a left back. Go later defenders in the through. But on the foot of play, why you more of a midfielder or supporting the midfield? It's a big gap that Gabriel and Saliba. That is why either Jorginho or Declan Rice no are best team. May I sure say Arsenal supporters, Mr. Jonathan no near the best disappointed with the results, but then catch 8 days, 7 days time, things can change. Now the Alliance Arena. So Zinchenko Bayern, ultimate pocket, Laurent Sané. I know Arsenal in the first half. That is why I force Thomas Tuchel to change him and bring other players. Come on, so Bayern, ultimate pocket, it worked for them. So before say Zinchenko coming in, no, I there back where Arsenal. And I said Gnabry in a good game. And I say the coach next year is on by your pitch national. Or to me deliver my Bayern Munich. We are more of a direct winger. But men come agree. But when it is counter, be smart on that. And then I said Gnabry by at the boy Bayern Munich. The former Arsenal player or boss and figure. I don't think about more than 20 games for Arsenal, but not the name kakra.
Arsenal name 𝐒𝐏𝐬.
Yeah, no free war. I think our team was Germany and later on.
Okonena West Brom loan nyina.
Arsenal obe remo.
Antentam.
Bayern Munich. Ah, yeah, successful. Iti Zinchenko coming in no eboy. And now I was impressed with your player, Eredaya. Me say I didn't this but it looks like in the Bayern four central defenders no. He's their best.
Arsenal the man looking good. Oh, Eric Dyer. Dank was striker for me. Eric Dyer. Utumika Quentin Tammy.
Gaga.
Eric Dyer cannot even run. Oh.
And now Arsenal style of play, they bring the best out of this Bayern Munich for defense. Yeah. And me who say Bayern Munich were more consecutive. Men cast no more defended, but it was due to the game plan of the Bayern. That tactical switch up, you know, you soak pressure and you rely on counter. That is what Bayern Munich the boss are giving them right. But I never acquire and never jatum. Yana the BIA design attacker. Harry Kane is the best number 9 in the game now. No, Mutala, he's everything in the center forward. And now who passes me or as a number 9. In the game, you don't see those things at number 9 for yet. Not such more goals. Or ball with confidence. The Bayern Munich team in Musiala Harry Kane.
Na on for Nabri count.
Nabri no, I on and off.
Na Sunday.
On also so na it do be a little bit slow, but on a good game. Reporter met and say Gnabry is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Enjoy out of the return leg. Alfonso Davies. Yellow card, no, accumulated one. Don't say out of the return leg, but they have Rafael Guerreiro. They have 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 to replace those 2 players in the first 11. But that is the good time for that. And not be an slow man. Declan Rice because I don't know yellow card about the return leg, but Otumi born home more than 90 minutes when yellow card. So it will be available for them in the return leg. And then in the first 5 minutes, no struggle.
Mekacho was a ball non-start. Manganti. No. Mekacho was a party will not start in this.
Is that I also will losing the position in the crowd.
You will need to do a lot to win.
I'm fighting back. It's all called precision.
Only Mekasa. Oba Declan Rice is not your typical holding midfielder.
Yeah.
So I say, you're more of box to box.
Yeah.
And he's good when going forward as well.
Until never has more of number 8 than a number 6.
Odegaard or permanent.
Number 10.
Number 10. You can't take Odegaard out of the game.
And because of how Arteta plays,
He always wants that.
And now in the first half, we say to sell our boys no market Georgie. So now defenders let the ball now. Almost to me from Georgie to start their play.
Yeah, because Georgino is more of that register.
Yeah,
in FIFA, no.
So Italian footballers get naturally in their midfield throw. You need a register.
And clearly you can see Arteta wants that kind of midfielder in his team.
Yeah,
to link up with Rice and Odegaard. Anything or prefer no. So a big game like this.
Thomas Partey and Thomas Partey and no back a card. He needs to work hard. He's a star boy, but he needs to work hard.
Can no credit now?
Oh, so no credit catch down for and set down for a grow. No credit back up. You need to work hard. If Opesta was stand back to the Arsenal team as a typical first 11 player, not a squad player, that's all fight hard because those two players in there was some chemistry and something working for them. Adding, to be honest, adding into on working hard to come back into this Arsenal team. So that is for Zinchenko, Thomas Partey. And for the first time, we will say Arsenal. On defenders today, they were a little bit shaky. 𝐒𝐏𝐬𝐄, Gabriel, Saliba. And a mistake from Gabriel. Because the initial plan for the Bayern Munich first goal is to pass the ball back to David Raya. But not David Raya, I'm him. So Gabriel a mistake we will say on the corner Abehano. But on delay him passing the ball back to 𝐒𝐏𝐬𝐄. To keep on to Manchester ball, that touch, the Omar pass no to Goretzka. And a year Jumani and from Goretzka to Ted Gnabry. In the another year Jumakasiye and my Arsenal. So and there's a areas here. I'm finding where boys can play with confidence. And I think say Saliba Gabriel, this particular team has been the best player in England. May have an income. They even be the best player in Europe. But I know now only a little bit shaky. Maybe after playing the first leg, they will grow in confidence in the return leg. Or the Alliance Arena. Maybe that is one.
Oh no, they can still go there and get the result.
Oh, and get that match in there. Still, I give Arsenal 60% of qualifying.
Arsenal team will quality will more. Now, our chances no one take.
No, too much.
Over the years, Arsenal ne Bayern Munich come up. Time be Kwakusi, Bayern na super form.
Yeah, but where the
with this Bayern team,
don't you think say we so quite cup game no, nobody is different.
No, and me a bit of respect. As a too much respect be from Arsenal for say I say any Bayern airport because that chance that Ben White had, he should have scored. Yeah. Or say Anka 2-0 and can 1-0.
Yeah, 𝐒𝐏𝐬𝐄 game no.
Oh, 𝐒𝐏𝐬𝐄 game no.
Moment in the games.
When was the last time I buy any Arsenal ball game? You started buying for maybe organized.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Defending. That one was the last time.
Yeah. Don't forget the Bayern. So in recent nights, benchmark no. So quarter final, semi-final, they be more.
Yeah.
Into Arsenal with Jumaye to eliminate Bayern Munich. Into that is that. Mutala. Arsenal team no. Gabriel Jesus will compose a beer or the bobola. Sir. I don't know yet or the match too sad to score no. Why a lot of games at Abu Arsenal. I won't get men or 2 years I now or Saturday or this year third goal. No. Is it against Man United? Why on several occasions? What to say? Bob Munyanster and the composer of time were 18-yard boss Abu Arsenal on several occasions. Mutala, as some way, Maka also Taika. But I feel Arteta, I don't know what's wrong with him. Close up, no. Oh, I need to deal with the movie. Said Martinelli, no. And now after the 13th goal of the season,
Messi is the best forward that Arsenal have. Some catch.
And in this year's Champions League, was against PSV, Sevilla, FC Porto, now Bayern Munich, and the goals in the actually crucial. And the goals are not team here. No, say. So me never could say I too much the air didn't say no confidence and starting no because and no say Gabriel Jesus but the Martinelli fever no and now in the first half Martinelli was out Arsenal need to again me about admit say Endra in the first half Martinelli was out. Utum say na ball e Bukayo Saka ho more than Martinelli. And I say Bayern next year no. Na ball ne ball Lawrence and ho more than said Gnabry. So teams need to operate from the back four now. Your baby I'm tired the ball no omudo obodi more. And I saw that thing in the Arsenal team. So in our return leg no only Didier or Gabriel Jesus and the Trossard. And now that play now more people striker. In our return leg in some of the few areas are I say Ateta and the video analyst I assess the game now 100 some free kick. I want to be a no better my boy Martinelli was out of the game yesterday. So I'm happy for Trossard and then the big game impact and rap. Or the man Arsenal in the game. So Mutala, they make matter about the two games that so and run and say the games are not over.
Okay.
Arsenal can go to Alliance Arena and qualify. Things can change when it's hard.
Okay.
But still who pushing me out? Remember 55%. Now remember 45%.
Now Arsenal.
Remember Arsenal 60%. Bayern Munich 40%.
And then two big games were Atletico Madrid, Borussia.
Yes, quick one.
PSG and Barcelona.
Quick one. Paris Saint-Germain and hosted Barcelona at Parc des Princes. Big game. And like I said, two teams need their current form are almost equal. Almost on this roster. Almost on one team back. That is a good thing ahead of this game. More than any game, so I can run the DBA. I will not be surprised. Obiya Eshe. That game, Obiya Eshe ne. Obiya mina go. Yanwe we are here no. Sana nebe. I would like to see how Luis Enrique able you show Mbappe in the game. And who the setup of Barcelona. Gundogan will be a key player in today's game. And I want to watch how Mbappe better than among the Barca defense. Mutala, game was work off 4-time draw.
Barca and PSG draw
4-time draw.
I don't see it any as a draw.
Maybe 1-1 or 2-2. I don't see Barcelona going there and picking a win. I don't see that thing happen. Now say in recent time, I'm going to defense no. Especially PSG, I'm considering a lot. Even PSG against Met, they were considering 2 and more. Into PSG function defense ni. I don't know my mental was arguing. So give me a make for a 4-time draw. Atletico Madrid, they should be able to beat Borussia Dortmund. But Dortmund for also one of the teams are. Our form now model Champions League, you know, different from the model the Bundesliga. Form now model Champions League, no, different from the model the Bundesliga. But I'll go for a slim win for Atletico Madrid, maybe a 2-1 win for them in today's game and also Airbus. I wonder Metropolitano.
Okay.
But ending the draws to nobody should be surprised. But my favorite for this pick, Atletico Madrid in the game Airbus on there. I wonder about Mutala.
Okay, now let's do the lady go so far the far your WhatsApp line so that make kind farmer on 0506 367 196 0506 367 196. Josiah, good morning.
Mutala Yakubu, morning.
Yeah.
Upon where?
I mean, I do.
Yeah. You didn't hear say. You enjoyed the games yesterday, I think.
Yeah, full of
people would rather be interested in the Arsenal Bayern game more than the Real Madrid Manchester City game because Madrid needs City match up no. in the last 5 UEFA Champions League seasons, no, this will be the 4th time Amushia in the knockout stages. So people would really want to see that new Arsenal team against a Bayern team than that Real Madrid and then also Manchester City game. And I think that if you watched either of these games, Mutala, you wouldn't have felt left out or disappointed. Sorry. You wouldn't have felt disappointed. If you watched the Arsenal Bayern game, it was a classic Champions League game. If you had watched the Real Madrid Manchester City game, it was another classic UEFA Champions League game. And both games ending in the draw. No? It wasn't. And them say before I game the best, na correct score be __. Radio Kufui. Na correct score be __. Na correct score be __. Intina nkofo ka 2-1. Em gaza na do kra ebekb. Say 2-1 be. But seriously, not 2-1 chimpa. But you see, that's the beauty of the UEFA Champions League. Mutala. Nights like this, you wish that the game wouldn't end. Nights like this, you wish that the game would be twice. Because every single moment is a golden moment. Every single moment is a moment worth talking about. Let me that's it.
And ocean situation now, I'm gonna find out myself now. Minima the Kuntia all of a sudden and run now for a interest in that particular game much more than the Real Madrid game.
No, it's because Madrid Arsenal Bobby you see what makes it even more exciting, they say Bayern Munich
any form
Arsenal are top of the Premier League.
Yeah.
And the last time it was humiliation for Arsenal.
And yet the last 3 meetings 5-1 5-1
So you can understand the last time it was very, very humiliating for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But what you see, my take from that game, the Arsenal, because I'll talk more about the Arsenal Bayern Munich game more than the Real Madrid City game, because I had so much interest in that Arsenal game, and I wanted to see if Mikel Arteta was really ripe for such a huge UEFA Champions League game. Let me say, share tactically how he will set up, how matured he will be. So we draw because Mekacho said in the last 4 seasons of the UEFA Champions League, only 2 coaches and it's final on more than 1 location. And Thomas Tuchel is one of them. So I told you, say, don't judge Bayern Munich by their form in the Bundesliga. You'll be mistaken. And don't judge Arsenal by their form in the Premier League too. You might be mistaken. And yesterday, if not for that Serge Gnabry injury, Ambantem, Yokoyi Leroy Sané Fimua, Bayern would have won the game. And yesterday there was another clear indication, say Arteta got outclassed tactically. Tactically, no, he got outclassed by Thomas Tuchel. And that is the UEFA Champions League, Mutala. That is the UEFA Champions League. Don't look at certain players and things that because they were not given a chance in one particular team, they were not good enough. Do you know why one ball Egda in their game against Heidenheim? Because Egda was very, very crucial in the game against Arsenal. And yesterday, the 2 former Tottenham Hotspur players, another 2 players are normal ball, or the 2 teammates, Egda and Harry Kane, Mutala, were the different. And yesterday I was looking at the Bayern Munich setup and I was impressed, because this is what the Champions League is about. The coaches who have played and got into the final before understand the dynamics. It's a 180 minutes game, but in between those 180 minutes you need to take your moment. And on move into the game, the first thing Bayern Munich did, Mutala, was to just take Rice and Jorginho out of the game. So instead of Harry Kane and Jamal Musiala trying to press the 2 center backs of us now, they would rather sit and shield Declan Rice and Jorginho. So I wasn't surprised at the 67th minute, not Jorginho ye in him because Harry Kane's job, and you see, I have so much respect for that guy. Aside the goals Harry Kane will score. The guy is a better playmaker. And yesterday he was the one doing the playmaking for Bayern Munich. And that the long passes on he missed only one long pass. Because that's what Kane can give you. This thing Haaland or Mao. Haaland won't give you this. Bono, see a uniform not to two papas. So Bono or break it, who's over the right and break you, so far the left in break it. But yesterday when you watch Bayern Munich and you see Kane. Yesterday, after they started with a 4-2-3-1, later on you just understand, say, and on paper it was just on paper. That 4-2-3-1 was on paper. Because the furthest Bayern Munich player was Leroy Sané. In the end, after halftime, NOE kill of him. Because Killer was only good with winning the duels. And Sunday ball so was brought to feet. It was sharp. Chances of winning Leroy Sané was involved. Because he was the furthest Bayern Munich attacker. On no way him see obia o show average position na. Typical 4-4-2. That was what he had to play. That's why the first time we saw a 4-2-3-1. Said Gnabry's job was to help Alphonso Davies, especially after Alphonso Davies 7 minutes into the game. Only a yellow card. Say na be shake Yamano. It is said Gnabry. Not the game now was don't go too much, but then always be there to help Alphonso Davies because Saka is a tricky customer. Yesterday when you watch the game, you see say this is tactics. This is what the coaches are doing. Coach Awako final that coach Awaji Champions League leader. He knows the ins and outs of the game. He understands what will happen. Chess game. Yesterday Arsenal failed. See, it was just inexperience that caused them the equalizer. And Gabriel, no penis. In the Champions League, you don't give chances to certain people. Don't make more chance. After they took the lead, you are in firm control. Then you make that silly mistake. Then Arsenal capitalizes. Then the game plays right into Bayern's hands. Harry Kane deep. Just one release to Leroy Sané. Then there's a penalty. So yesterday they just relied on the smartness of Harry Kane, who can play deep and spread pass, and Leroy Sané. So simple. The speed of Leroy Sané. It is after halftime the coach who said that Leroy Sané ni kill. Some match up no na embo. Because every time Leroy Sané had the ball, it was dangerous for Arsenal. So he had to bring in Zinchenko. And Zinchenko was only big ball. We know that he's not a left back. He's come to play as an inverted what? Left back. So after he brings in someone like Zinchenko to help keep Leroy Sané space now exploiting. Then later on he takes off Jorginho, who and also he was just a spectator. And also Martinelli, another spectator. Because then Drausche by a right hand side where 𝐒𝐏𝐻 was operating, he did a fine job on Martinelli. A solid job. One on and yet Alphonso Davies in Poabeka said Gnabry airborne. And he managed to do a decent job on Martinelli. Another player who has proven say he's inexperienced. So he takes these two people off, brings on Jesus, brings on Trossard, and they will combine for Arsenal's equalizer. But he did that because he knows say at least he has one extra man in midfield. In Zinchenko. So sometimes when you are watching these coaches and the way they play, it's more like a game of chess, Mutala. And the idea about form was the Leroy Sané substitution. A minute later, then said Gnabry also got injured. So he was forced to bring on Rafael Guerreiro. That was the part if he knew said Gnabry would have gotten or been some injury, maybe he would have just brought in Kingsley Coman directly for said Gnabry. That would be a like for like replacement. Like for like replacement. In Tendras, Leroy signed a film. That was when the pressure started. Because he was the most advanced player for Bayern Munich. Osho mu hit map now. Or no, even more than the number 9 Harry Kane. Because even Hurricane at some point was even dropping deeper. Because they knew that all they had to do was to rely on the speed of Leroy Sandy. But a proper Champions League game. Now, make I say, you see, if Arteta do not take care, unfortunately for Bayern Munich, they'll be missing some key players. Serge Gnabry might not be able to feature in that game. Serge Gnabry and Shadow Nkobobi, Alphonso Davies, Onukan Yenemeya. Because moving forward and defending, he's good. And also, he is going to miss that game. But look at what he did on Saka. Look at the job he did on Saka. Brilliant. Don't judge Bayern Munich by their form in the Bundesliga. You'll be mistaken. And even in as much as I know that Tuchel is not a proven manager for me, Tuchel has proven that when it comes to the Champions League, he has some experience in there. And yesterday, that was where Arteta was lacking. Arteta change is it's an everyday substitution. Let me create overload in the midfield. So I just take off my centre back and my left back, then bring on Zinchenko, who can play more, you can say, into the midfield. Because he's good with their feet. And yesterday we also saw the brilliance of Trossard again. The brilliance of Trossard. The only reason why Arteta should keep Trossard on the bench is because Trossard is a better super sub than any of the players. But aside that, there's no reason why Trossard should be on the bench. That's the only reason why Arteta should keep Trossard on the bench. But Trossard is understandable. So the impact, whenever he comes off the bench, is solid. But aside that, Trossard is better than Martinelli. He's better than almost all the attackers.
Even Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, come on. You can't play a player who is clinical. And Russia go no say no. The guy knew what he was going to do. What the other two are not about.
Even Kai Havertz has no matter.
13 goals. Oh, and how many games has he started? And this is the only player who can play our Saka position. Or Gabriel Jesus position. And Kai Havertz position. He can also replace Martinelli. Yesterday, what was Martinelli's impact? Gabriel Martinelli. Because some of these players, Martinelli is one. They are not going to add anything. But yesterday I was impressed with Bayern Munich. Tactically, how they set up. And Hurricane was by far my man of the match. Player tackle, number 9. At some point he was joining Goretzka and Konrad Laimer in midfield. But didn't you see Bayern Munich won the midfield battle? It was so easy for them. It was so easy. Just cut the supplies to Declan Rice and Jorginho. It was so easy. So without the ball, why should I even be on Saliba and Gabriel? When they do not even orchestrate the attack for us. And those people, another thing I'm knowing about them is their inability to go long. On a long pass accuracy, and yet on long pass accuracy, so whenever they get the ball, they'll just be passing the ball between them. And it was easy for Bayern Munich. Just shadow Rice, shadow Jorginho. It's so easy. Yesterday, Partey didn't impress me when he came on.
No, I shaky kakra.
And yes, why shaky? Partey is rusty.
Yeah, very rusty. Very rusty.
Partey is rusty. And I say in Kaka, the confidence I call she won in him. Because ideally, this was Partey's game.
Yeah, I want a problem. No, if the coach.
They didn't know coach. No, you see, and Robert, the only good thing, the highlights, no, it was that tactical foul on Musiala. Yellow card, no, nine. It was a very, very important foul. Our committee, very, very key. Into Andrew He didn't think twice about that. He just had to foul Musiala. Because it could have been a dangerous counter-attack. But Arsenal should be careful. Because you see, it's good when you are playing well in the league. Exposure no Munya league. The kind of experiences of Munya league. But Europe is different.
With what Arteta is doing with Jorginho, Rice, back on Odegaard, do you think he would want to take Jorginho out and bring Partey in at a point?
No, you see, Jorginho gives him something different Partey doesn't give him.
Which is?
Jorginho gives him a natural playmaker. And natural. Jorginho, the time at Napoli.
Yeah.
Oba Chelsea. He's a natural. Coaches know. Usually they start their play through Jorginho.
Do you know he's one of the players that is highly criticized? He's one of the players that is highly criticized by Coach Bio.
No, because when you tactically, he's Messi and Rap. All Kane and Musiala were doing was to shadow him. Yes, they were watching. All they had to do was to shadow him. So if Jorginho wants to play, he needs to drop very deep and join the two centre backs and start playing. But they were not allowing him space. Put himself once he gets the ball, it's going to be dangerous for you.
Then why Chelsea?
No, that's a Chelsea. Chelsea were in transition. That's the way they were in transition. They just wanted to wait.
All the old.
That's it. No,
and I say,
even Havertz, Omujano.
Jorginho is 30. And yes, old in terms of age. Yeah, clear or more.
No, yes, I will. It's a new project.
Yeah, it's a new project. It's near Clear. So he was a victim of that.
No, Jorginho gives you.
Yeah, Bena, you say Jorginho can then go to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, normally Italy G win. And Italy G already.
What did you Euro
Player of the Year? Yeah. Or not Euro Player of the Year? And a Ballon d'Or, I think Ballon d'Or not top 3 almost.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or voting top 3, he was there. Hey, he's not that bad though. Menka say he's bad, but you see, Partey also gives something different. Partey's quality, we all know about Partey's quality. So what I say. But then the only thing about Partey is the whole season the team hasn't played around Partey.
Unlike last season,
and if you're by, he needs to play. The team is shifting away from the Thomas Partey because Thomas Partey was not just giving them that playmaking skill. No, he wasn't just that robust midfielder. No, but then he was giving them those screamers. Now the idea, no. Count the number of goals or share from outside the box last season. That's something he adds to the game. And then you be can't Arsenal for game now. Yesterday Saka impressed me, but he needs to up his game. Because some of these players, until they start convincing us, the Ballon d'Or is far from them. Until they start, you see, gone were the days when we saw players take a game, say game with MJ, I'm going to run this game like the way I want. The days when Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United will run a game the way he will on game this in the stress, no winning game now money team. I'm not seeing those things anymore. And that Haaland bought Madrid Wahira big game Wahira. Those errors are going away. When Rooney will be injured, they'll field him against Bayern Munich and he will still respond by scoring. Game and the game. Let me take charge of this game. Solo effort. How many times do we even see players like those kind of it looks like now the players are all system players. Let's move here, let's do this, let's do that. Yesterday Saka was okay. But then Alfonso Davies is also proving why Bayern Munich, Real Madrid might push for a move for him. Because the guy is a good left back. And now I fear for them because in the next leg, second leg, I'm sure that they might put Rafael Guerreiro at left back. I'm not saying that Rafael Guerreiro is not a good left back. He's a very, very solid left back. I really like him. Dead ball situations are solid. But then Saka speed, no. And no one say about for no target is Saka. And this is the Champions League. Those are the margins. Yeah, maybe I was dreaming. Look at the number of times he got fouled. Because he was Arsenal's most dangerous player. Odegaard wasn't bad. Odegaard's job was just to press. You can't say the two strikers, center backs, Delete and Dyer. In general, Odegaard, he didn't drop deep that much. He did most of his job without the ball. Mutala, I've told you, you see, Arsenal are playing good. I like the way they are playing, but then Champions League, you be in the ball. And then prior to the game, everyone thought, and the about maybe baby. No, because yesterday we were talking about the fact, Anka Ben White, go now. You thought it would have been game over, right?
Yeah.
And when Bayern were leading 2-1, imagine if Sunday had scored that goal. And I say, you try to know, or form a red card. You saw that incident?
Yeah.
When he was sprinting almost like from the center half.
Yes, I think I say referee no more penalty.
That ball. Which ball?
66 minutes.
Handball.
Yeah, pass him again.
Was it? Yeah. It wasn't so clear. So you could see Jamal Musiala ni Kane. Protested.
Yeah.
And again, catch a referee. No, but it looks like I didn't pay like
no. To Kel say problem is so Mubisa referee no. The referee said yes or he whistled. And Raya pass a ball no.
And I whistle so cheap ball no.
Or say a kid's mistake now. Champions League quarter final, you will not give such
evidence of a man do.
Or say,
but on my answer, and no one would have questioned it.
No, it was legitimate.
Yes, on my and no one would have questioned the decision. Say, I didn't know, but you see, and also would have made the referee the talking point.
2008, I if I can recall. Tottenham Hotspur and a Manchester United game. You remember that goalkeeper? 2009 rather. That goalkeeper called Gomez.
Yes, a prone goalkeeper.
Yes, Oche Bobby. Now, Bonnie is scramble in the box. It's your case a foul. And Obi also cast a foul. Or the two the ball. And I foul. I come by referee say
I remember that boy, and in the shares are good.
Also, the fact say, Obiaji say a foul. No,
doesn't mean say,
also go to the whistles.
Yes, and no referee no whistle.
Yeah,
and no fees a referee. I was said on the 95 no boy. Or no, he wasn't so sure.
No, he wasn't so sure.
Yeah, it's your boy, and no referee.
Referee say go now.
And all jobly. Yes, but was a way no. When they are quite different because the ball had gone, and a referee now whistle, and a way they are two.
Yeah.
So but they had wanted to start play from the back.
Okay, so Ken argument ne say Ken argument and no making it say referee say a case mistake.
Yeah.
But our boy say let's restart. And I restart game we catch ball. Or say it enka or the ball to no right the ball to or pass ball no and ke beto no Ken nim and or boss say ya.
Obeka say
it was a case.
No, it's America say you see the referee sometimes are smart.
Yeah.
In between games, decisions you on
because we a huge game.
A huge game.
Let's just
I didn't you remember sa error kitwa we. No, abe say the beauty of.
But we should make us will be error.
That's why the referee is also looking at it from his perspective. I don't want to be the talking point.
The talking point.
After a huge game like this. No.
Does it really matter?
It matters sometimes.
But you are playing with the rules.
Yes, the rules are there, but sometimes these rules are being bending rules. And that was what the referee was doing. Say you referee are quite controversial. It would have been very, very controversial, and that would have been the talking point. As at that time, 2-1 to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
It would have been so controversial. That would have won the game for Bayern Munich straight outrightly. But then they'll be talking about the decision. And it was so clear, say, when the Bayern Munich players were protesting, they knew why they were protesting. Because you wouldn't have understood it. But on one more part, nobody has said, whistle na echo. And I was even thinking, say, in the era of VAR, how could they have just overlooked something like this?
It wasn't even checked.
It
was brushed off.
So it was just like that. On-field decision.
Because Hurricane argument to making it say we play by the whistle.
No, it's
we don't need to speak to ourselves.
And then it's true. And they would feel cheated.
Yeah, to girls say they feel angry because explanation of the man say
kit error.
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean that we should suffer for his error.
Also, it could go against them. That
no, but decision. Imagine if they lose by 1-0.
Yeah.
In the second leg, they could be out. And if that penalty had been given, maybe they would have won the first leg 3-1 or 3-2, and it would have been a different narrative. So, but these are things that see, once in a while these things happen in football.
Yeah.
Once in a while, Nyama saying it see Mutala. That's that for the Arsenal Bayern game. The Madrid game. That's the Madrid or Manu Jew. No, but a game without Kawaka, Kevin De Bruyne, no more about 3-3.
And what did they confirm?
And see the way City were content with what they had yesterday. There's
no Ramos, there's no Benzema, there's no Ronaldo to conjure magic.
And Madrid were even lucky they drew that game. Because for City to take the lead, what and it looked so City. What's City for now? After full time, but they looked relaxed. That's we'll get the job done. Because Madrid, they've also not won at the you can say Etihad before. And this is the time as with the Champions League nature, you will say away goals were still relevant. Away goals rule no. Anka would have changed. You see now the game is so relaxed.
Yeah.
Anka if the away goal rule was still in play, Anka Yagusu was still significant now. You think that Arsenal would Anka move shishom? So say people teams play the first leg with I say because they know say second leg no or shall we go one show. You see, it has I believe that away goal rule no, has taken some fun out of the UEFA Champions League. But Real Madrid, I know because Real Madrid played their best team yesterday. And I believe there could be a hint to that. Kevin De Bruyne, maybe his days at Manchester City could be coming to an end.
Sir.
Tell him, this Pep, you see, Pep is the man.
I don't know, but I feel for England, they be I'm sure they never change Italy.
Italy, Juventus and now some Inter Milan. No, you outshine him. Pep knows the quality of De Bruyne. But if Pep can go 1 month, 2 months, and win without De Bruyne, then who is De Bruyne? No, who is De Bruyne? The only player Pep who say he's on top, and Pep always speaks about him, Messi, because Messi was out of this world. But who is De Bruyne?
Me who video be a O2 dressing room. Na Man City I think it was Tottenham Hotspur and a ball. Half time now or no half time talk no. Or say player De Bruyne Emma passer they don't run into space. And this is what makes Lionel Messi the best player in the world. He's always looking for space. Dressing room half time talk. I only Messi.
He's talking about Messi because he's the epitome.
2 players for no. I said that is why Messi is the best in the world because he's always looking for the space.
Pep was so lucky that he found Messi when he started coaching because Messi also added something. Messi added something to Pep's game. Because total football, what's total football? Total football is just pass, run into space, take pass. No, just making football simple. That's what their philosophy is based on.
Do you know I was watching a clip of Barcelona 2008 2009 whole time I Messi more form no and Xavi timi fa ball me breaking ball na to mama is no kwa fa ball no
what
Real Madrid Champions League Xavi just tapped the ball for him and
Busquets
and Busquets small ball. It wasn't once ball. Most of their games I want to be the ball
Pep's confidence as a coach. Whatever Pep is doing now, Messi enlightened him. Messi's style of play actually enlightened Pep. And that's why Pep worked for so long without a natural number 9. Lewandowski was bagging the goal, but Lewandowski is not a Messi.
He got Ibrahimovic, it didn't work out.
It didn't work because he was loving that, not some mobile number 9 now. Nyamano or Yamano. No. Today look at Haaland. Haaland fitted the quarterfinals of last season, semi-finals both legs against Madrid 1 share last season, final 1 share. When Swabesha saved him against Madrid, he went missing. Mutala, he's gone missing again. So Pep is always planning the future without someone. No, don't think that you are not expendable. Pep is always planning the future without 1 or 2 players. This era of Haaland, now the idea came. One day Pep will just wake up and feel like, see, he doesn't need to even work with the number 9 anymore.
Overthinking.
Or he will go back to that overthinking Pep era. He will feel that there's no need for him to work with the number 9 anymore.
It's like, one thing, channel any
because football keep evolving, and now they feel that they are the pace setters. Almost set it trend, no. At this time we feel centre back ain't mean but DM, not the neighbor. At this time we feel that we need a centre back to play at left back, not the neighbor. Then someone will copy. A trend, not better than the new normal. Bendra, City made Madrid work too much. And City, they were just playing at a normal pace. And so Madrid were struggling to play catch up.
But this City team cry, said that as fire as last season.
But still look at the way Madrid. Because
I didn't see it well. La Kovacic when you start here.
Oh, this City team is not that. India wants Madrid for Man City and on board 3-3. At least a 2-goal margin would have been okay.
let me check the lineup because I saw someone like Kovacic. Yes, Kovacic started with Rodri.
Akanji right back. And Stones.
Akanji, Stones, Diaz,
and Vadio.
Ortega and another pudding.
4 centre backs. 4 centre backs. Because using Madrid didn't really convince me yesterday. Yes, they were clinical. That's one thing about Madrid. A chance now, they will bury it. But aside that, see, it's going to be a tall order for them when they visit the Etihad. Mutala, a bad thing, I'm home.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, City, Etihad. See, for that and that City boy. Aside keeping more than 60% of the ball, then what else did they do? They will not even go and watch. If you are missing what I'm trying to say, go and watch the second leg of last season. Semi-final on boy, then you understand it.
Yeah, Bernardo share
tattoo no share. That game had Walker in it. They had all their bed in bed or as an young boy in bedding. Now Madrid 4-2 Papa so 3-3. Let's see. But and PSG. About Barca.
Yeah.
You've heard Luis Enrique's words. You heard what he said about Xavi. Say his Barcelona team and Barcelona story is far better than Xavi's. Shots fired.
Also, no kind of tactics almost is here. You know, it will suit Barcelona.
Barcelona more. Me say he wants to. Me who direct shot say now. Say directly. And you see, also looking at the fact, say he has a story, a history with Barcelona.
Is he underrating Barcelona?
He's not underrating Barcelona, but he's getting Xavi confused. Or what Xavi a dream? He has a better. Listen, the man is with PSG, and the man is telling Barcelona, Xavi, that his story with Barcelona is far better than Xavi's story with Barcelona. His history with Barcelona is better than what Xavi is doing now. This direct mind games, he deduce you. And he's shifted the argument from even his Kylian Mbappe. The last time they met, when you can say SAR-6-1 being a C and all that, he shifted the argument from there. Totally. And today you'll be asking, how are Barcelona going to fare against this PSG side? Because PSG now, they've not been that strong. And fortunately for them, they all find themselves on the same, you can say, bracket at the other half or side of the draw. But I think with PSG and the quality they have, and Kylian Mbappe trying to, honestly, he's not done. The boy feels like there's something he can, at least this is the last dance with PSG. If only he's going to move. Because now after this season, he has the Euros to play. There's still Olympic Games to also play. But this is with PSG. And Xavi will have to prove something.
Against PSG?
No, Xavi needs to prove something.
But who is going into this game with the right form and all that?
It's PSG, obviously. Barcelona also picking up.
Almost slender.
They've been getting some slender wins in the La Liga. But this is Europe. You see, Xavi, since joining Barcelona, hasn't proven in Europe, sir. Xavi no man Benfica in the share no season about it. The following season, United in the share in the Europa League. Anthony Mokoche. Xavi hasn't proven anything in Europe. It will share against someone like Luis Enrique. Standard no a different. Class no a different. Luis Enrique is a Champions League winner with Barcelona. Xavi hasn't won the Champions League as a coach with Barcelona. That's different. And Luis Enrique is also eyeing the final because he feels Barca, any Atletico Madrid or Dortmund. This is another time, a perfect opportunity for me to enter the finals.
Or maybe now will be looking at it and licking.
No, they'll be licking their lips.
It's far easier than the other side.
That other side of the draw, no. Mutala, a deadly half. That half is a deadly half. So if you find yourself on this side of the draw, then you should be fortunate, because if I put in Barcelona at the other side of the draw, they would have been the least expected side to qualify, or they will have the lowest chance of the 4 teams to qualify to the semi-finals. If I put PSG at the other side of the draw, they will have the least chance of qualification as compared to the other teams. In Toronto, no matter what they end, drew teams are heading. But I'll go for the first leg. These are the games you would have to wait for 180 minutes. But I'll go for PSG win. And the Atletico game, no, Mutala, is a straight win for Atletico Madrid.
Straight win for Atletico Madrid.
Sure.
At the Wanda Metropolitano. Okay. Josiah Okokwe and Alton in Kauno, so they need the Akugu. Sabre, any I can kind messages now. You try a So 0506 0506 367 196 0506 367 196. That is our WhatsApp line. Send your messages. Let me read them for you quickly. Let me go through a few of the messages that have come through. Wait, my Eddie, my own mate at the Ghana Institute of Journalism. Eddie Luis Enrique is just playing mind games. He was the same person praising Xavi in the past. This one also says, good morning, Mutala. Jose must know that Vini, Jude, Camavinga and likes were preventing another yellow card in order not to miss the second leg. That's why Madrid played with caution. I am Freeman inside a Pukwase. Okay. We also say, I am Chris from Oyarifa. Mutala Joe sometimes confuses himself. That's why you can't compare these current strikers to those days. Strikers like Jackson to Drogba. Barca will beat PSG tonight. I think I agree with Josiah. It was a silly mistake from the Arsenal centre backs. We should find another option next season. Onga from Medina. We also say Madrid suffered yesterday because they were without number 9. Secondly, you guys shouldn't get us confused. Pep wasn't the one who started playing a defender as a DM, and it works. This is Nzonzi. Let's say GM Josiah. I don't think you said Pep started playing a defender as a DM. You said he started playing that inverted. Inverted. Say number 2, Obibo 2 on paper, but he ever started game no other ball as
yeah, center back no abebo on Roger abebo.
Yeah, but he's a center back on the day.
Oh, na say carry now was center back.
So you are not saying okay. It's what
Esien na over DM no center back.
Of course, he's not saying Pep is the first person to play a center back as a DM, but inverted a full back center back.
Champions League now, you know, Barcelona defeat Man U same Stadio Olimpico. The message said this we ordinary share Bobby.
Yeah.
No, also the boots money at the
2009.
Yeah, actually about a central defender.
2009.
That time.
It was Yaya and Puyol.
Yes.
4 and 5. Where's the GM star boy? Madrid is clearly out of the UCL. Today Barca is winning hands down. Wembley is a home from home. Wembley, here we come from DJ Bass La. Madrid will surely go to the Etihad and beat City by 2 goals and qualify for the next stage. Mampi Portable inside the Wukriapem. Kevin De Bruyne, I say, what kind of question is Nanedu asking about covering a stadium in Ghana? Even richer countries in Africa can't and won't cover a stadium for what? Even the weather in Ghana or Africa is not favorable for building a covered stadium. Who will bear the cost of operating an air condition in such a stadium? He spent too many minutes on something he knows is impossible in our part of the world. Kevin De Bruyne fell ill yesterday just before the game. So what is the long talk by Jose about Pep losing faith in KDB? I have told you, Mutala, that nothing has changed with Man City. Look at last season league table and this season. There is no difference. Last season at this stage, Man City was 8 points behind Arsenal. Kofi from Kasua.
Say all the message here, but I say more yaji to say Yahano. Never be say we chair and I say any yana. That is the level where yaji to mana. Who's idea yana say what yaku say mean to mean what you be.
So can reality.
That is a
reality. They say Metia Sisiano. Metia Sisia. Me say in 6 months' time, I was saying 20 billion. It is impossible. It might be 20 billion. It is impossible.
6 months time,
6 months time, I can say
investigate.
6 months time, I can say I have to get 30,000. That is possible.
That is possible.
It is achievable. But because I pay 6 months time, I pay 20 billion. It is impossible. And I want, unless I do shady business. And that is the reality. The reality is that in the next few years, Ghana will not get to that level.
Oh, 2 more years. How many years?
Unless 100 years, decades for yes, na park na obobo so no kra na sesi na park na obobo so no, it is questionable. Yet me ba kroma na e ba be World Cup qualifier na CAF for aba so mo be inspection when they come you see a stadium does not meet the standard.
You say CAF in pending for first bad ebedin can be inspect baba yara ahead of the semi-final game Zamalek ba ha no and no wa ka chen nyama bia ye make sure say betuma ye ansana sa game na person yes it could even affect our game against Mali.
I will suffer Martin.
We will get there. Once I start here, realize the problem. It means you be able to solve.
That's how Obia hope said one day we'll get there. Me wa.
Obia hope no be able to my 50 years time.
Yes, Obia hope. Even South Sudan will hope said that they be able to America level. And India will hope. But the reality is that in the next 50 years, South Sudan will not get to that level. Because in Yemen also we go akwa a dozen. Good morning, Max Boss. Pep talks about Messi in the dressing room to motivate them. I told you Madrid will be out of the league. City for life. Emmanuel Tete from Aye Pram Pram. We say Real Madrid closed the top of the Bernabeu but still could not see top. The return leg will be fireworks at Etihad. Evans Goku Nanano from Mepe Volta region. We also say I enjoyed yesterday match at ARS Junction and our super Phil Foden was superb yesterday. Kudos to all citizens out there. Ambition at you, Sky FC Dowenya. And so say I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for the insightful analysis you provided this morning. As Godwin Hukwati tuning in from Achimota Christian Village, I found your commentary engaging and enriching. Thank you once again, Max Sports, your exceptional coverage. Looking forward to more enlightenment discussion. Best regards, Godwin Hukwati. Well, so say my name is Kenza from Ebri. Josiah should be a pundit prophet because he is very good in analysis. I'm very happy for City yesterday. Good job, all of you. But today, Barca is winning. Well, so say I was really disappointed in Sakapa. How can you do that in the 18-yard box and a better goal scoring opportunity? The goals from Madrid, from the City Madrid game was epic. That's Rodrigo goal was Adrian Kessie. You will see the ball going into the net, but you have nothing to do about it. Happy birthday to my dad, Mr. Sedni Laye Abbey of Reverend Thomas Clerk, Methodist Church. From your children, LFM Richard Mate, safety fire officer at Usu Castle. From Ni Kole Gono. Okay. We also say I am Nana Mwako from Ashama New Town at Gito Aluminium Enterprise. Champions League is about pedigree, history, records, and probably a good coach. Arsenal, some way, and our person can have a good coach, but no pedigree, history, and records. Arsenal and Real Madrid are out. We say, Michael, listening to you live inside Soto. Mutala, please let Madrid fans know that they are not going to qualify because Jude Bellingham has never won against Man City anytime he plays against them. City is winning the Champions League this season. Greetings to Salama to Abdullah inside Nyamiche. It's a Kwame show here, listening to you live inside Israel, Lobnava. Mutala, I want Madrid fans to know that they are not the team going to break Man City's unbeaten streak in Europe. And Rodri's unbeaten streak, as long as Rodri partakes in Man City's matches, we will either win or draw. Mutala, this is why City will win the Champions League. In the opening game of UCL in 2010, an Argentine scored 2 goals for Barca. And the final was played at Wembley. In the opening game this season, an Argentine scored 2 goals for City, and the final will be played in Wembley. Pep was coaching Barca that year, and they won. This year, City is winning. Come on, City. We also say, this is Somoa Adani Dankwa inside JJD Clothing Tema Community 3. Boss Saka was Saka's ball was a penalty. You can clearly see he stuck his leg out of his way into the opposition direction. He was running to try and initiate contact. It was okay. Saka's ball was never a penalty. Sanaka also he stuck a leg out to try and get contact. It was pathetic to even say he didn't try scamming for a penalty, and he should have been booked for diving and booked again for descent in the after the referee had whistled. What of what? I can't get you. Bayern Munich no size. Let me say now, Pesoka. Well, let's say Mutala, can you ask Nanedu to keep quiet when Josiah speaks? He did not. He did not. I will sue him to Wano. This is your boy Majesty from Fianconia. Well, God bless you and your team for the good work you're doing. Please, was that Arsenal's call for penalty correct? I am Luis inside Tema Community 8. Well, so Josiah could be a good pundit if he stops trying to be controversial. There are certain things that he always say which he himself knows is not true, but thinking he's being controversial. Kumase boy from Manet Spintex. At what minute did Partey join? That he joined at 87th minute. So what was the performance you guys were expecting? Yesterday our starting lineup was good. We played well, also defended good. We just couldn't stop Foden and Vardiol by closing up the gap that they had. After 2-1, we got many chances that we could have scored many goals and we could have scored many goals and win the game. But by far Vinicius spoiled our chances. That's so painful for us, and that's the main reason why we need Mbappe. But we are Madrid and we are coming for them at the Etihad to spoil their home wins. This is from Terror Kid Nima. I must say I was a little disappointed with both Arsenal and Madrid's result yesterday. I hope they qualify next. As for tonight's Yamalino, Rafinha and Lewandowski will do the job and ease the pressure for Barca. I love your show so much, especially the tactical analysis by the two pundits in the studio. Kudos. This is Desmond from Hertford International Christian School. Bechile, no, anyway, bye. Well, to say, yesterday the UEFA Champions League showed a beautiful game to the world, and we the spectators too enjoyed it. Yesterday I predicted a win or draw for Bayern. Thomas Tuchel knows the game. Thomas Tuchel knows the game. Arteta will learn. If playing the Champions League is about form, then Chelsea shouldn't have won it. Character is key. Odate inside flat top. Max Boss Unapo. Well, so say Pep Guardiola and his Man City are really doing well in the UCL. I thought already that Madrid is going to drop out of the UCL. Kabi Solomon from Tema Community 3. Good morning, Max Boss. My name is Kaiser, listening to you live from Amasamai taxi station. Tonight we are going to beat PSG by 2-0. Greetings to Nanedu, my favorite sports analyst. Today Barca is winning. Osia Fanny Delight texting from Sotum. Arsenal should have won the game. I am disappointed in them. Okay. I don't think that the Saka incident is a penalty. Saka got the chance to kill the game and went in to look for a penalty. He should have been booked for diving. Eid Mubarak to you. Nawal from Presec Legon. Well, so what a game we witnessed yesterday. I wish to watch the same game at the final and to end action. This be, or say whatever happens, Real Madrid will qualify. I know me pass them East Legon, Blue Gates. Okay. A few messages. Well, say I'm doing the listening live inside Adenta. Yesterday I was disappointed with Manchester City because they got opportunity to beat Real Madrid like 7-0, but they allowed themselves to play a draw. Promise Ahaji. Mutala on Partey, he just came back from injury. He's much rusty. He has to be eased into the team. So Madrid thought closing their stadium roof would have helped them, but that wasn't the case. Then if they come to Etihad next, we will also lock the game. My bestie Christy Dams inside Gulf City. A happy birthday. Arsenal and Real Madrid are out of the Champions League. If you can't win your home games in the first leg of a quarter-final in the Champions League, forget it. Seedorf from DC. Where's see today? Bassa is winning by 3-1. Visca Bassa, Dominic from Suum or Bretema. Okay. My name is Abdul Rahman. My team Man City. In fact, I am happy for the result they got yesterday. We will welcome them at home on Wednesday, and at home we kick them out of the competition. I am Vibes Code from Danfa Kente Shop. My advice for Real Madrid is not to come for the second leg. City is winning the Champions League back-to-back. The citizens. I am a free fire from Kaswa. Haaland is so poor technically with his back to goal. Players like Balotelli, Ibrahimovic, Isak, Giroud and Co have his size, but they can draw defenders out of their position to help their team. He gets so uncomfortable and gives up easily in such situations. I am Chemical Junior from Teshi. I thank God for another day. We are grateful for the good work you guys are doing. Yesterday's match at the Bernabeu was something else. I hope to see what to come in the second leg, but I think the referee should have given a penalty to Bayern Munich. I am Cool Cancelo inside as Sherman, Washington. Pep is a genius for using Haaland as a pound to occupy Madrid centre back. That is why all of their goals came outside from the box. Man City will beat Madrid haphazardly at the Etihad. Well, also say it is unfortunate my darling club Arsenal couldn't seal the one-time qualification at the Emirates, but our hopes are high. We will beat them hands down in the return leg. My name is Isaac Redu Anapuna inside Ogbojo New Market. This is Emmanuel from Ebri. What a night it was yesterday as a Madrid fan, but things didn't go out well for my team. Still, Hala Madrid, we will be back and shock everyone next week. Well, to say, I think Real Madrid was lacking much sharpness in the first half because Madrid could have put the tie to bed with 3 clear chances. Real Madrid nearly lost this match, but I think next week is going to be very, very intense at the Etihad Stadium. Madrid will do everything possible to qualify to the next stage of the competition. From Simeon Cliffordson inside Textbook Sprinters Road. What's to say? I am Shamo from Dodo. Bassa, my darling club, is winning today at Parc des Princes by 2-1. Mutala, I didn't hear anything from you about the betting, or we should make it the return leg between my favorite team, Bayern Munich and Arsenal. Extend my greetings to my lovely wife, Hajia Faiza. This is Shamo Leda from Abeka Central Mox. Now they do condemn Man City, but he didn't know we are the best. Felix Tete from Spintex. This one says, hey, offer me Mutala mean. See how fantastic and special Pep Guardiola was yesterday. Even without Kevin De Bruyne, Kyle Walker and Edison, Pep managed to get a point at Santiago Bernabeu. It has all ended for Real Madrid at the Etihad Stadium. Fireman inside Carbell Industrial Area. The lady is greedy. Okay. Minko, please read my message. Hey, message back was sending it back 10 times. So. Williams Adams, the psalmist inside Dodowa Voti. Arsenal and Bayern Munich match. Arsenal didn't play well, and that ball Arsenal are talking about is a penalty. EPL, Arsenal should forget about winning because they can't win. Liverpool players are back. Jota, Trent, Alisson is also back. Arsenal will lose against Tottenham United and play a draw against Chelsea and Villa. Okay, my kind of message in the amount. We say my name is Kojo Roxon from Medina. If Atletico Madrid qualifies over Dortmund, Atletico will reach the final and might win it this year. UCL is a calling. When it locates you, forget everyone. We say, hey. Josiah, okay, that's my kind of message, you know, my kind. Okay, my kind, the amount. Why? Kumasi boy, I read your message. You said Josiah could be a good pundit. Yeah. Let's just say I just want to express my sincere appreciation for the insightful analysis. Oh, who put my kind and also why? My kind. We say I am Derek Opare from Adenta Kmart Groceries. I would have loved to watch Cole Palmer in the UCL more than Phil Foden. Foden is proving to be a very good playmaker. Big ups to you, Mutala. You are my mentor for life. I really love you. Pa, keep the good work. That's in Yamisha. Well, sister, good morning. The second leg will be a cool chop for City. I am Emmanuel now from Lakeside Estate. Hey, cool chop. Second leg already about there. Madrid relaxed too much after leading 2-1. But Vim Day from Syrup inside Ashamai. We also say Arsenal will destroy Bayern next week. This is Sammy from Ashalibutre. Madrid did their best yesterday, and the second leg will tell who proceed to the semi-final. God bless you and your team for the good work you're doing for Mother Ghana. Greetings to all night group of company members from Eben, Brown House, Ghana, Teshi First Junction. This one says Young Muller from Awoshi, Mary Lucy Hospital Street. I said, mark today's date. Madrid will beat City. There is no way City would qualify. Mamaki date, you know. Area to me, Sa Nyama with the army pepa, Okane Sana Mamaki. Hi, you are doing a good job, but then you should up a submission in Tekre from Medina. Up a submission how? My name is Lo E. If you ever feel dumb, then just remember that Saka had an open goal to shoot in the 95th minute, but he dived instead. We watch a match, or say what a match we watched yesterday. Indeed, this is a match for masterclass. Still, Hala Madrid. Mutala, I am Elvis listening to you live from Kanta Manso. Keep the messages coming on a year. Bakwaba, me friend, greetings to Nanedu on Max FM. I am Chris. Okay, Chris, what's it? You try on Ghana Premier League match day 25 games now. A more fair. Ubati wonsem ewa ha ye ba sisi enko bebia.
Saturday and every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of spirited debate and fierce competition.
Has produced all the best dignitaries in this country. We talk about Pakwesi Indum, Totobi Kwachi, and all the however that's went to St. Augustine's College.
Master, stop your bin.
Central region.
If we say for Obako school, this is for Kumasi High School.
I know
have you heard of Agri Memorial?
Oh,
that's the best school. Very, very best school.
The Kumasi the school, sir. I have 2 schools, I have Prempeh Upugua.
Kofo went to which school?
He went to Prempeh. Prempeh is the college.
And I don't know we are Prempeh College, obey president, no. One can say first schools, Nilanto, colleges, kasi for Monto High School. High school in college pay.
College invest you. College you go America, college invest you.
In the end, I could force young school in high school.
College, you know who's more.
High school right now. The Minister of Education is from high school. High school is building a stadium.
I must produce all the athletes in this. Achimota have produced over 3 presidents. Kofiana went to Infantipi.
What came out of this school? Tell me.
Now more from Adi school. Canada Japan from Adi school. The best comes from the Central region.
The schools are no one Central region. More moving in science and math schools, no. And then my produce. And then project balance equipment ben my produce Ukroma. What you are job in the national maths and science schools you are winning at the end there. Quantagra Muntimin produce be. Munya the Canon.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition.
The Max Predictor. Come every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Your sports run-up comes with all your predictions.
Barcelona, Shakhtar, home win for Barcelona. Celtic, Atletico Madrid, over 1.5.
The Max Predictor. Monday to Friday. Review for all your exclusive interviews, reactions, and preview all weekend matches.
Copenhagen opened up and it's 1-0. Well, it might come through. Here to Torreira.
With all your predictions available. Sports Run-Up. Stay tuned. The Max Predictor.
football facts and figures with Mohammed Shaban, the statistician. Join you Wednesday via 6 to 8 p.m. Max FM. You better do the Ghana Premier League, the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League, and the Access Bank Division 1 League. Memory fee se FA Cups no so ekoso Ghana. Emba any bemani na you better do near the 178 media bremo. Join your name for the exclusive statistics ne entumi enfam bremo. Branche ben and Ashe goals do assist no one more and a South na clean sheets goalkeepers ben and a player ben and it me tackle pa player ben so and a bonne home to America park and so they won't fact ni na no ebe bremo the various leagues ni na. You better read messages na fe ama okwan na fe also etumi de wa dwenche and so e dia ba e show news. Medini Shaban Mohammed join you on Max FM 89.7 na afeyem fa the Ghana Premier League, the Access Bank Division 1 League, Malta Guinness Women's Premier League and the FA Cups no fact no into me emfa embremo.
Embrace the all-new IMAX 32 Android television with advanced modern tech, which gives you an improved viewing experience and unlimited pleasure. The slim, slick television comes with full HD screen with high resolution and wide color gamut. The top-notch picture quality makes your movies and games 5 times clearer. With the latest Android 11 version, enjoy all your favorite Android apps like Netflix, YouTube, Showmax on a click. Watch all your favorite programs non-stop with a sharp focus, balanced contrast, and radiant balance. Take a step into a new world of scenery and fantasy with the new IMAX 32 Android television. Available at all Max Buy shops nationwide and online at 1,799 Ghana cedis only. Visit us on www.maxbuy.com.gh or download the Max Buy app on Google Play Store. You can also call on 0596-913-298 or 0544-019-552. IMAX Smart Life.
Saturday and every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of spirited debate and fierce competition.
Has produced all the best dignitaries in this country. We talk about 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄, 𝐿𝐿 and all the high brothers went to St. Augustine's College.
Master, stop your bin.
Central region.
If we say for Obako school, they say for Kumasi High School.
And of course,
have you heard of Agri Memorial?
Oh, that's
the best school. Very, very best school.
That's why the account schools are 2 schools, and Prempeh Opogoa.
Kofo went to which school?
He went to Prempeh. Prempeh is the college.
And I don't know we are Prempeh College, obey president, no. One can say for schools, to colleges, now can say for Monto High School.
High school, they college, pay.
College invest you. College, you go America, college invest you.
And the end of say young school in high school.
College, you know who's more.
High school right now. The Minister of Education is from high school. High school is building a stadium.
I must produce all the athletes in this. Achimota have produced over 3 presidents. Kofi Annan went to Infantry.
What came out of this school? Tell me.
Now more from this school. Canada just one from this school. The best comes from the Central region.
The schools are no one Central region.
More moving science and math schools, no. I didn't produce. And then project partners equipment ben ma produce Ukroma. What you are job in the national math and science quiz you are winning at the end there. Quantakro mun to produce bi. Munya de Bakano.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition.
I'm saying try a hoka cry a samba higher Max 89.7 FM. I go able to say Brady they bro no. What? Yeah, come on it. They didn't come on it be a great night in the UEFA Champions League. Intense atmosphere the Santiago Bernabeu. Southern Emirates so now very intense. And it is Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain against Barcelona at the Parc des Princes. Yeah, she him say beba so. But in your cafe mono, we are singing say UEFA Champions League, say English Premier League, say just a league be what we are saying league ba coupe and a dance. So it is the only league that matters and no any league way.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own, let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own.
So the Ghana Premier League is the only league that matters, and we are entering match day 25. Interesting games and Air Barcelona. Now one game I need because of the change in fortunes of the two teams. One team looks to be on the ascendancy, and the other team is on the descendancy. A Heart of Lions and a Accra Lions. The battle of the Lions. Again, we be which lion can roar the loudest. Say Accra Lions, and I say Heart of Lions. The Heart of Lions will be PRO. I friend Eli Haji line is why with about 10 games to end the season. Heart of Lions are still in the relegation zone, despite the fact that they started the second round on a very good note against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Umunya win against the likes of RT, but things are not shaping up for RT. Eli, good morning, and I appreciate your time on Max 89.7 FM. Hello, Eli.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I appreciate your time here on Max 89.7 FM. But Eli, let's talk about Heart of Lions. You started the second round brilliantly, beating Asante Kotoko, and everyone thought, you were moving out of that distress area that you were, but things have not turned out well in your last 4 games where you've lost 3 and drawn just 1.
Yes, it's true. Let me say good morning to you and to our listeners and viewers. I think it's a difficult moment for us as a club. You rightly indicated our previous games has not been a very good outing. We lost to Heart of Oak. We also lost to Bofakwa. Pick a drawn game against Gold Stars and went all the way to Nairobi to lose painfully to Karela. So the last 4 matches has not been one that we are so much proud of. Difficult season we are having despite a very good start to the second round, and it's a season that we are still counting on hopes to actually get a very good result and then escape relegation. So yes, you actually sum up our season so far, not a rosy one at all, not one that we can be happy about. But at the end of the day, hopes are not yet lost. 10 matches to go, and we are still counting on hope in our performance in the remaining matches, so that we can enhance our fortunes on the league standings. If you look at it, mathematically, we are still very much alive. We are not yet dead in the league, and the moment there is life, there's most definitely the desire and the hope to actually make things happen. So yes, it's difficult, but we are still counting on our hopes.
Do you still believe that Bashir Hayford will keep the team in the league for next season? He would actually protect your status?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you look at the matches that have been rated, we lost. We went to Bofakwa, and we lost painfully due to referee error. We considered the first minute penalty, which replay shows wasn't a penalty. We equalized within the first half. The goal was disallowed for a handball. Video evidence showed that there was no handball in there. We went to the Royal Sports against Accra House of Folk, played an excellent first half game against House of Folk. We actually took the lead. They came out to equalize from a very, very interesting and genuine point of view, only for them to score a goal that was clearly an offside to actually disadvantage us. So these are moments where you need a coach like Bashir Hayford to stack the boys up. We came back home here and we drew with Gold Stars. Went all the way away to Kalera to concede an 81st minute goal out there. So a man like Bashir Hayford is the only magic one that can actually stack the boys up wake us up from this slumber. When he came to the club, he also saw the touch of sparkling that he actually brought to the setup. And it is not as if it has gone down, but the whole club is going through difficult moments. And Bashir Hayford, I still maintain that is a man who will turn our fortunes around, and we are still counting our hopes around him. He has been doing so much excellently well. So we lost our game. He's not just a coach, but he's a psychologist as well. So he works on the psyche of the players. When the going gets very tough and emotions are down, he speaks one word and everybody gets motivated. He calls players aside, talk to them. This is not the end of their life. We must still continue the moment we are alive. And he is one who has added so much more ingredients to our technical setup. So he's still the one that we still put our hopes on to actually turn the fortunes around.
Now, Ellie, with 10 games to end the season, your journey to survival starts today, this afternoon, where you take on Accra Lions. Unfortunately for Heart of Lions, Accra Lions are on the ascendancy. The second round has also been a blessing to them. They keep winning and winning. We are so
much very determined, my brother. We are very, very much determined. If you look at this Accra Lions team, they were the first to actually defeat us in the season. I think that was March 7 at the Accra Sports Stadium, where they beat us by 2-1. It was a game we were very poor. We went to that game very, very poor, and that was how come our fortune started dwindling. They actually caused the first pain to us after we were nicknamed the Draw Masters. So this game has a lot of connotations. As I said, our survivor started long ago, but it gets interesting from today because it is just match day, about 10 matches more to end the season. And if you really want to survive the league, you must most definitely pick maximum 6 wins or 7 wins out of the 10. And we cannot afford to start losing or drawing matches from this particular game. The last time they came here was a 2-0 win for us, and it is not as if we are not playing a very good football. We are playing good football, and the only thing we need to do is to take our chances and put the ball at the back of the net. If you look at statistics, second round has been very, very good for Accra Lions. I think they lost just one game this second round. They've been a free scoring side. They've been scoring here and there, and opponents that they even beat really wonder how they've been able to do it. But we are a team called Heart of Lions, and I always say that GA1, that is the motto of our club. Since the foundation of this club, we never lose hope, and we always go where it is very, very tough. Where the brokers actually fear today, we go and then cause actions. And now that it is staring in our face, I think we are more determined. We need these 3 maximum points, even more than Accra Lions, because they need this point for nothing but for us. We need this point as the beginning of our survival. So we are very much determined, and we know what they bring to bear. We know how strict they are. We know how free scoring they are. But today, it cannot be any of those happening to us at the Bando Sports Stadium. We must go out there, clear this game very early, and focus on our next journey against the Diana Stars.
Ali, before I allow you go, when it gets to this stage of the competition, especially clubs who find themselves in the relegation zone, they sit around the table to strategically plan on how to survive. You me for pen and paper and mark certain games. That this game we can go and get a draw. That game we need to win and all that. Has Heart of Lions got into that stage?
We started drawing this plan individually even before the second round. As a person, there are matches that I know we must not lose. There are matches I know we must win. The coaches and the technical team are also very much aware, as you said. The moment the game gets to the wire and it's getting closer and closer, if you don't strategize, it becomes a difficulty for you. So definitely, same way we are also counting on matches to win, same way others are also counting, not even only those in the relegation bracket, but those who want to win the league are also making plans as to the number of matches that they can win in the possible remaining matches, and those that they can win, those that they must take points, those that they think it is dicey. So we all go through this kind of stress, and as a club, yes, I know we will not start down technically, because I'm not a technical person. I do not sit in any meeting where the technical team did this, but I know Coach Bashir kept sending data, table, statistics to the boys to just tell them, yes, this is what must be done, this is what must be done, and this game is this is how it's played, this game is how it's played, and we must win this. I know he has been doing that with the boys, even verbally. At general meetings, he talks about how difficult it is. Matches we must win, matches that he knows that no matter what it is, we must take points out of it. Yes, he does that, but I know there is that, because that is the only way you can plan to escape relegation. If you don't really plan, then you are basically planning to fail. So I know there is that desire of matches that should be won, but it is pure technical, and technical will actually handle it.
Now, Eli, you've told me before that Heart of Lions not starting the league, playing their home matches at Pando, and being more of nomadic, where they move from venue to venue, is one of the factors that has affected the team. But would you also admit to what people are saying, that inexperience is what has killed Heart of Lions, and when the team qualified back into the Premier League, they should have at least gotten some experience as players who have already tasted the league before?
Yes, I think all factors cannot be disputed, because the league is played with experienced players. Yeah, it is true when people say we didn't start the league with experienced players. In fact, at the time we qualified, I think the first one of the league, we didn't have any player who has even tested the Premier League before. Coach Atao Salifu rely solely on boys who qualified us, and few of the Division 1 impact players across the various zones. And at the time, the technical team had the belief that those were the guys that can actually do the magic for us. You can even attest to it in our first 7 matches of the season, where we went to Kotoko, played a very good game, we lost that game, and how we actually managed to marshal points from even difficult venues in the league. So yes, it's as of now, one will be justified to say that yes, it is that inexperience that actually worried us in the first round of the league. But the second round, we also brought in few players who have actually tested the league, and I think that has actually been corrected in the second round when Coach Bashir actually came through. So it's one of the factors. Yes, inexperience, one of the factors, because we play all the game. There's nobody that put the ball at the back of the net, and you need a very good experienced player to be up front there to be putting in the goals. Look at the player like McCarthy for Goal Stars. He virtually did not even contribute anything to the entire build-up of game at set pieces. As soon as he comes, he puts it in, and that ends it. Players like the chain guy, Augustine something, he's out of the country.
Augustine
Okran. He tends to punish us at the Hawkeye Sports Stadium, not because he played anything in that game, but because of his experience. Yes, because of the experience, he comes in, gets the ball at the final third of Pichem United, and then puts it behind the goalpost. So inexperience, yes, I will also admit, had an effect on us. But in totality, these are adverse findings that you actually see with clubs that actually really qualifies into their league. So you see most teams, when they qualify, they're able to actually sustain themselves in the league. And when they sustain themselves in the first round of the league, then life begins to be smooth for them. I think that is just one of the difficulties that Lion has actually faced. It's the reality of life, or the Czech reality that we actually face, and we cannot actually run away from it, because the harm has been caused. And at the time, the decision was a good one. If we were to be the other way around, we have been praising all those young boys who actually got a chance to start the league for us. We have been praising them for the yeoman job done. But because it is now in a negative, we actually have to slap the inexperience in their face. But it is the reality of life, and I believe those who have that particular notion are not far from right. It is one of the things that actually worried us, coupled with the other ones that you actually enumerated.
Ellie, we wish you all the best this afternoon as Heart of Lions come up against Accra Lions. And wish you the best. You want to stay in the league in TNC. What happens with that one?
Yes, we must stay in the league because we are enjoying our relationship with MAS, and we want to maintain that relationship at a premiership status, not in the lower division.
Okay, thanks very much. In TLAG and out in Kano, a PRO for Heart of Lions, Akbeni boys, and every one more ball, a big game pa.
On our Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. On our Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own.
It's Ghana Premier League match day 25 games now. Dan the Doswa Basso and Samakacho Sebrekum also will be coming up against Dreams FC. Then there's Baby Any Gold Stars who also have found form coming up against Karela Bofakwa and Adriana and Edebepim. So Great Olympics will take on Bichim United, and Heart of Lions who will be taking on Accra Lions. Lagos Cities and it's Samatex. Then there's the big one, the Akun Park, because Mediama and a Heart of Folk and Edebepim. So Real Tamale United and so any Nations FC Edebebweni. And the big games.
Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League.
It's the only league that matters. The only league that matters. The only league that matters. And no, and Ghana Premier League. No, yes, I'm quite money subio. This time, we call a baby any set match. Me ko PMO. Baby any a very interesting place. Pa what the guess what boys who hold them or Germany. Somebody had you see about come on a member of the communications team for baby any Gold Stars. Oti me kind of pay that. So what the penny near Casa or Max 89.7 FM.
Good morning, Jose Media.
Yeah. Oti, you go straight to the point. And then I buy baby any Gold Stars League, you know. Monteman say senior more peno. He said last season you were on fire and your team is about baby any more brepa. But this season, Nentisa.
Yes, I'm sure what you say now for Western region. Now, I believe that season, I said that MQE, especially the first one of the league. Now, throughout this season, now you me and away match. The head of Parker and as a team, since about the Premier League since 2021. They are team coming for share the club CEO, John Kofiadu, say away games at the Bremer, when it's a team man, a bit more than I try to do better. After some club sent 24 money coin, a pass and come out to buy now. You can say a normal extra because the come out to buy now. As a matter of matches now, the only game I want to do away, as another call, is Nicolas 1-0. From there, no, you want to say a normal extra step by step and or buy now, or a very, very disciplinarian. Najuma, me won't be there. Now, Mr. and make sure from a far away point, but with a tribunal, from 4 months to all years, probably we can give him more years. And for the first time, after the last time I increased the new war, the 3-2, this is the first time after 1 year, team winning and away match, and you'll be after Accra has to put Accra Sports. We are on course and everything is on set. Last year, now year, maybe first 4, but still need to fit. But the ambition for the club, they did the first 4 this season, it's still really bad on course. Step by step, and 24 final one after another. The whole match is there. There's any problem. Our maiden season, similar in our more points in home, 40 points. And from there, we have never done bad at home. But the problem as a club, we deal with the away matches. To me, you really want to win. I told my club, because with this new man, you do good there about on board. If you probably win enough, it means a shock couldn't be, but me as a communications team remember, and so that anyway, and shock and from there, I think I never bit like the Arab Bible very well for the club.
Now, baby, any Gold Stars, baby, and now one more as at the start of the second round not one more relegation zone. Now your mom who one baby and was team no able relegation.
Not at all. Michael Oseko, you know, we think he did a good man's job, and I think it's one good time deserves another. You have to pass some comments by. We believe that they near done. I think 14th or so. Now I tell you, to Sanyama around for now, 11th, and also the other 4th, and then the other 11th, just 4 points. And then the which was there, we are still in for the day. First corner last season, it's annual. Yes, I should try the mathematically no. Ghana Premier League, which we are 42 for the 3 points are next season, you know, a bit near there. I guarantee for the league. Anyway, but now we wanted to do well and build up on it. The last season, probably this season, you need to play the first 4, no, and then your target for the season.
Now, one of the most famous victories are history must say that game against Heart of Folk, Moban crying. It's maybe say Heart of Folk, no. How did you mastermind that victory? Because Moban crying, honestly, very few people gave you a little chance. Say move to me and your draw post that game because that Heart of Folk are so far.
We share a video be na trendy after our winner. Na your team see Utukanko Germany. Na lobai no, or this team see our car Saturday night. Na and some more catch you no. Say you have done it before in Kumasi the last season against Kodoko. Yeah, I bet no go. It's making car, and you can do it here in a car. Everything is possible. Have a mindset and a mentality. You know, bad. If you say a point to be our first one, you say what say the point for. Have the mentality in mind. If you say win a crime, Macrana, at least a point to be 2 minutes more than and then like a motivated to and from also throughout the almost 2.5 days. For the first time, at team, 2 days before a game. The game goes out and 2 probably 2 days before a game. But the hard match, Sunday, 3 o'clock. But like on the 4th minute, Tuesday, 6 o'clock because of dreams format, you know. And another this was how serious that. Yeah, not to know the at the back. And then another this and I see like and some of the kind also and this was there. We are up for the tax because we are seeing that and so another. And I don't know that why match 3 points on our for second. And
I'm on a Karela and a Pemso the dance park. I've been at the dance park before. I've seen the atmosphere there. Home invisibility the Bayakakra, but as a son back. You're playing against a team on also by relegation zone and may want to move further away from there. Game way send I want to going into this one.
I think that on paper we look much different than the Karela. After we used to see Western region. And the bar, the Northeast region, team has not done bad, but coming to be there, their last 2 meetings at the very dance park, it was a hell for them. The last time I'm by the first season, I'm going to 3-1. The last time I'm by the very dance park, they lost 2-0. And they did not look so good at the fortress dance park. Teams are about the very win, very few teams. Look now, the teams are in our history, in the Premier League. I'm not going to win a dance park, and I'm going to fight. Has Kodoko, some few teams the nation to make there. It's not a win or ha. And we are less than 3 hours to the game. The build up now, the gates will be open 12 p.m. and then the gate space is 23 and 43 for VIP. And I'm over with a mindset, with a plan, but trust me, when it goes at dance park, after the win, the motivation looks set back. Since I bet go back to the lineup and then ABI to my starting for the game. And the Alex Asso. Prince Kwabena will see Obia ready for the game. And then also team play probably very 7 and then maybe everything looks set. The motivation after winning the last game, I'm at 724 like everyone should be 1,000 cities now. And that can be actually other probably and if you're everything I'm watching in the shape of say we play maybe the first 4 after the season. Everything is on course, my brother. And then the fans will be any what we go so Kumasi. Everywhere will come to dance park at this week now. I'm a big Etiaba.
Oti ena say son of pay oje pedi ane atwetwe kobo Max 89.7 FM. Ya na wachia usi u kwesi edu so edi amama chia na me pa oni Max nyina ya na wachia wo edi amaye e beba bebie ni biemti me di team ni nyina beba bebie ni akona omuso ma ba hwe wonom eti communications member edema bebie ni Gold Stars ena oti ne nka no
Women's Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again.
It's my catch us Ghana Premier League match day 25 no. Games Barcelona Brekum Chelsea Dreams FC. Maybe any Gold Stars Karela Bofo Akwa Adriana Great Olympics any Bechem United Heart of Lions any Accra Lions Legon City Samatex Mediama any Heart of Folk Real Tamale United and so any Nations FC China and Kumasi Asante Kotoko Bebo and so on in Swatreman. Table no saying that Samatex they decline 45 points. Nations FC Tosumienu 43 points. Adriana Tosumi is at 39 points. Accra Lions are 4th with 36 points. Fifth, Brekum Chelsea with 35 points. Bechem United Etoswinsia with 34 points. In Swatemana 7th, and so Ewo with 34 points. Asante Kotoko 8th with 33 points. Mediama 9th with 33 points. Heart of Folk Etoso 10th with 32 points. Baby any Gold Stars Abetoso 11th with 32 points. Great Olympics Etoso 12th with 31 points. Legon Cities are 13th with 31 points. Kerala Etoso 14th with 30 points. Dreams are 15th, 28 points. Then the last 3 teams on the table now Bofo Akwatano who are 16th with 26 points. Heart of Lions are 17th with 22. Sasuna Real Tamale United and so Etoso 18th with just 22 points. Okay, yes, I quite money to be this time to the camp of Heart of Folk DNA. SCC PRO, that is Kobe Jones and Chichin Komo, one over the house is Yache, and Yas and Kwan, Ghana football with the Chache, Ejuma me, Womana Shasia, Yesus Yomanase Kakaka. Mr. Lewis, good morning, and Opera as I said, Waji Penny and Chichin Komo, Max 89.7 FM.
Yeah, good morning, Mutala.
Yeah, Nyamiadom. Now, more last game, money baby any Gold Stars. Back to the Accra Sports Stadium. That was the first time I had ever back to the Accra Sports Stadium after Semu Chinchi Kaka due to all African games. No one I had to folks supporters buy because they felt that the team could have won. But in the end, you ended up throwing all the 3 points to baby any Gold Stars. What do you think went wrong on the day? Because Hatofok played very well.
But as I said before, it was hard luck on our part. Like you said, we dominated, we played well, but the end product near to score goals, and that is how we played. I mean, we dominated, and hard luck in a sense, every group almost a young. So I would say it's a hard luck. I mean, it's one of those things of football. So this is time to have body. I think it's one of these that, like you said, the supporters by the draw now because they don't want I'll make it for long. But one must most is to get a 3 points, but it's meaning and far more. That is the biggest regret.
For the first time in so many weeks, months, I have a Heart of Folk Lusu Gamer. Mente say supporters Ebo coach Echi. Everyone is throwing their support behind Coach Abubakar Ouattara. Adamoko annual general meeting no Kasebi Koswada. They say Heart of Folk Lusu Gamer supporters are still talking about the coach and saying, oh, they believe the coach will turn things around.
Okay. Your supporters now say that our supporters are very sophisticated, are more enlightened, and they're more material. Not performance, they see. If they see perform, now you lose they see. And I think the boys did their best to perform well. The only thing is that luckily they did that we didn't get any results. In that case, that's a consideration for blame and coach and and our players because you saw the effort of the field. I think that it is. And I always tell people that as the Obama performing at the team, if you are playing for us, they are not performing the supporters and also. So the Okada Oman blame coach, and I say players now. It's because they thought that they do their best, but luckily they are and we do it. It's not really an out effort, not to go in and perform. Maybe I know to count on enough. I think that the only thing, and they said we need to support them, but they still need our support. no support. I'm not sure it's what happened. So I think that we all actually support them, and that's all it.
And money a very tough grounds. The Akun Park. The last time I Moko Hodomono, it was a good game for you. Last time I money media makrabo won Krahano. Most of my come here someone with Timu a this time you are going to Mediama. Mediama answered any form, sir. When you game against Baby any Gold Stars going into this one. Saying again we woman say Ebekono.
Mediama any day whatever form they are boogie class, they are club and entire prayer. When they came to the Premier League, you find it difficult between them. Both in Tapa and in Accra, which we have not done. But when they do games on the mound, they also lost 2 games on the mound. To make it interesting. I'm pretty sure the league was inside the multiplayer. So our players should go this much time and that I think that will get something out of it. They don't come easy. But I'm hoping there is a place in the act that we can get something out of it.
Mr. Jones, quick one now. What would you term as a successful season for Heart of Folk? A 2023-2024 season, yeah, boy. FA Cup winning, Aka League the pair. But what would you say has been successful for Heart of Folk?
So we're able to, get to the set for a thing that will be a successful story. Because now competing for the league is a bit difficult. I'm not sure. If you look at points and how inconsistent we've been, so it will be difficult for us. Unless maybe we fix consistent and then I'll be a bit senior. But apart from as it is now, I think it's very important to fight for it. But at least you are the LOC. Now I'll be after all, you're funny there. We are fresh for no man. I think that will be a successful part. Then we'll go up on it.
Okay, Mr. Lucia, we wish you all the best this afternoon as Heart of Folk take on AM Media. My head Nanedu ati wate Kobe Jones so enka has Mediama ene wate elinka Lions omo papa omonti we de kakre bi because yin na be san kwatra TV so 2 o'clock na ya pense more start times at the patch no 247 mene woni Josiah olengesi ya ne ye enti yen ne kakre bi na yenye ahome 2 o'clock da wo man fo share your start times so na yen fa de wo bi amra wo mu.
Yes, Mutala, maybe a media mada, and maybe a House of Folk dano. Will be a here start point to it. Mutala, you do start time me point a bit mama survive is very important. Point a bit mama when you start doing who are open, it will leak him, which me and very important. Maybe a house dano. Even though I'm out for a pressure Watano, the last 5 games is not the best. 5 points out of possible 15 points. But the supporters are comfortable and happy with the style of play of the coach. And my best measure what team no against Mediama, how they will go. Mediama so naive. Kosamates no many ade nyina ekulusu enti on be so many ahwe ka bi foforo no mo be a league no mutimada me ya sure say komodi so ade hu ne say after the omo yi in the Champions League omo enter group stage no komunya nkometua so but it look likely say in the media me wetima ka so mutima the league maybe a league now what they could no. I don't think media can retain it. And today he understand come that respectable position. And beating Heart of Folk no. But maybe just could be abatib no ahead of their games na aka Premier League no. Brother my baby, a lot of matches. Season almost shall say will be a competitive games na teams need been starting ko pre-season kra. And I said the year and review no about a lot of matches. But games be we mo na udi you who play here. Media team down here, media team enemy in recent times. And a big game. My mom a slight chance My prediction for that game is a 4-time draw, but the media mania slim winner. I will not be surprised. Maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1 win. A home game against House of Fuka. I will not be surprised. Goal Stars Karela and Damba. Obasa Karela Kra find it easy. They are playing some good football, and Damba master some point to be a. I wonder on top of the team's normal pre-relegation the soccer. But I think say Obe here some 1 or 2 away points to be now picking the home point ni nyina na aboana mana survive in the Premier League. May I show that Damba as a person it made the Karela survive in the Premier League. That would be the achievement. You never club the more to my maybe around the following season now. What have be able to be the team they could do, but a difficult game. Maybe any Gold Stars. This second one wouldn't like to drop a point, especially home games. And from poor man also, any boys never got that confidence after coming to Accra and getting the maximum 3 points. Make up maybe any Gold Stars straight win in that particular game against Karela. Someone will do welcome dreams. Brekum. A big game, Mutala. I don't know which Dream Chelsea side. Like I about Brekum Chelsea game no. Is it a Dream Chelsea side that home body? The Confederation Cup. And a Dream Chelsea side almost struggle in the Premier League. Give it though. If the 2 games minimum as outstanding games. But Brekum Chelsea started picking. Last week I come some consult pick draw. In Jamo picking get home body in the league. Remember a slim win. Maybe a 1-0 win in that game for Brekum Chelsea. My answer with Brekum Chelsea to pick a win against Dreams FC. I'll see you a hosty Nations FC. But there are some other game that end.
Yes.
I'm away.
Yes.
And I'm go home.
I'm away to Legon Cities.
Some others say wow. Who is the Nations but we really out to you? Maybe out to you darling. Only at 3 points where but I've seen away win for Nations FC team win against out to you. Nations to 7 minutes game we are put a lot of pressure on out to you and hand a relegation up more. Maybe over than there out to you drop a points in your home. I hear you with my relegation. But Nations to be everybody after some we no munyae home. Any we no munyae away against Kotokono. And mama resemu say Oji League na yeye. And in fact things na playing your money us ne so we need the Premier League. Remember Nations away win against out to you. But Samates away to Lagos Cities. Make Mako a 4-time draw. Samates all travel about the against Lagos Cities no. Make Mako for a 4-time draw. If there will be a winner, Samates is my favorite. But in that particular game no, my top prediction will be a 4-time draw. Last year, Abia, Ibenya that you game no other games near the end. So Mutala, but to my far course now, if we are in the okay, Josiah, Befa course no. Oh, Befa course no. Na they do. I did the Akako Gunti. Area. Yebeshia our start times at the patch channel 247 so near the mediama any has game no abronti the obia ye de no ebe kan honum enti 0201825252 and 0550055522 ubetimi de odi aba nsema ya propose nyina ubetimi a kire wadwen ewo ho na yekoyenim. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Good morning.
But unu radio set ne mame.
Okay. Madumo.
But Udini baby akase free.
Great for Sakumono.
Yankwe.
But you not commentary there.
What say?
Half Martin. You are commentary.
But I commentary wo.
Okay, but that's why.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Oh, honor, auntie. 0201-825-252 and 550-055-522. Ningina ofra yebejo so na de wo bia no ye de account. Hello, good morning. We didn't baby akase free.
Good morning, Mutala.
Yes, boss.
I know the name person.
I know you kwe.
Mutala, I'm sure no expand for no for me now. And I pray the mama and mama and the I'm the ceremony team. Yeah, that's why. Now, I started for you know, because the most excited match was by meeting us. And I mean, you born to but I mean, the side. That's why I say, as I know by me born on board, I'm born in normal league. As I about to say, I'll be here. Anybody need to about say about Bundesliga. Okay, to me, Real Madrid match now. Everybody wanted to watch it, and then nobody said, "No, I'm not press our match now." Maybe huge because then we need 2 matches. Oh, but the other starting now, but any match I do, as I did this now, we call. But how much for? Oh, I know you two are here now. Now I was almost like and mention. Oh, yeah, pressure. Supporting City. I wouldn't see Rugby because of play Guardiola. And I expect England supporters, especially Manchester, Liverpool, no other people need to support Real Madrid. And just give you variation, answers, and one of the station we are one team, and another nothing say Real Madrid match, and we are no be up next week is a very big goal. I believe if I know I'm going to be any also. Any minute now, but I could be him.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. 0201-825-252 and 0550-055-522. Ningina a very active honum. Hello, good morning. We didn't baby akase free.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. We didn't baby akase free.
Oh, take that one.
Yeah, boss.
Doctor. Olympics, you person catch a referee who say power me top. You power me top the Olympics in for the yom. You power me top. The other way me crowd and don't come na referee. And not get the referee that is here. Get the referee that is here. Friday, Monday na die. You Olympics you Olympics that you papa say na no me shame. Time you call you go Africa. It's me and Olympics no one me. Monday na me die. Don't come and die referee. So referee we talk. So Olympics we before die go. I'm only fan say. You go out. I'm doing much to prepare. Yes I say. You come back. I'm say 3. You can say. And say I want say. Now you want to what is be a referee be. Then 3 minutes to 5 minutes. You tell then you clean the match the what can we be offside. Then you first 5 minutes to 3 to 5 minutes. Then you clean first the match what can we be offside. I mean, you promise what is your promise? You need the idea you promise.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's 0201-825-252 and 0550-055-522. Nina, very, very active. Ufra, Ubenya, and I watch your dream one, Sama Yabobonina. Hello, good morning. Udini, maybe I can say free.
Good morning, friend. You have to make a free in person.
Yeah, great, boss.
But alone, I've been alone. You would already get about me, but with mine. And I was my brother for no, you do more about. I mean, then I had my brother to get to be a four. And it's not connected 2 hours of folk and make that one. The same coach me say, we are a bad come about. I'm down there, you can be out of self, you know. Nothing but nothing to go to mine. And I was talking to the mobile time,
yes, yeah, that's it. Oh, hold on, my 0201-825-252 or 0550-055-522. Ningina a lines are ofra with me. Enyana, watch your wardrobe when you're my abrobo sooner. Hello, good morning. Would any baby Alcasa free?
Good morning. Your friend Richard, my favorite Samsung.
Yeah, quite boss.
I talk across has match no air.
Okay.
The reference today, Benjamin. Dama, there is reference to sometimes, I'm going to be a young and never jump at the from and now could you got to command or to know about it now? Yes, celebrity in a demand. Manchester, I won't differ much in my. Then every bomb finds to say, I'm now how to go to a
yes, so yeah, that's it. Hold on. 0201825252 0201825252 and 0550055522. Nina, active. Hello, good morning. We didn't be back as a free.
Good morning.
Nyamina do boss. We didn't be back as a free.
Uncle
Yanko.
Monsieur, the house is I just got a command. And one on the
bye. Yes, so yeah, that's it. Oh, hold on. And to say, I say, has been Lucy Kotoko. Very day 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Would you name back as a free? Yes, boss.
Kotoko no na mochina.
Kotoko bon so atemachna. But I say, Kotoko Lucy. Okay.
And have the share. When the 2 meal.
Okay, Mati. All right, yes, yeah, that's it. 0201825252 and 0550055522. Nina, very active. We say this is your boy, Kaisika Pindem from Afinia. I say God bless you guys for the good work you're doing. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase.
Hello, Mutala Yakubu.
And council boss. Udini baby akase.
We only have Bema Gavin Francis older so man.
Yeah, boss.
No pema no more about the KD upon a more than another ministry amount of Bushi and a good sports are way more my Ghana. And I mean, here, Nana do me desire. Maybe you will be a Michelle. Mutala, the American is there. And now my Champions League media, Pep Guardiola, Wakuti, Barcelona, Tunisia, Madrid, Intimo. A bad thing pass Madrid, a city, no, a bad thing. Because NITR and so call Madrid and said that the best area draw on Tino. No, Muhunan and Rana to make killing game, but the eye and the idea city be Madrid as what I say. And I had to look at the restaurant more with somebody. I think you get one, no money into a more and pay for no money. Every young boy, woman, and 20 young boy, Mamma.
Yes, yeah, that's 0201825252 or 0550055522. All these lines are active. You can call and share your thoughts and opinions with us on all the issues that we've discussed. Hello, good morning. We didn't baby akase free.
Hello, good morning. Me dindi chukulala enum apapem.
Yankwe boss.
Let's try akara success and then movie ni my wife. Now, we near me to me the million has. I say, so that we can't say, what the Kuno so hard and the Kume. The slab was and then moving Martin and say, I will soon put it.
Yes, so yeah, that's it. Automatically, I will soon mark. I said, baby, so. Hey, 0201825252. Hello, good morning. We didn't baby, I can say free.
Good morning, Mutala.
But I am quite.
So, that was so good, a character. Let's now find it to be an agreement or your analysis in the paper or say, my city, young one trophy of Champions League, no writing will contain Europe. Chair, I bet you, under my team, who took a finals. If you city or qualify pet, city budget, and I don't have to say, this check that does city budget. And what again? But the non say Gadula Oceania. Only has a form cut a grandfather match. Sometimes I have sent a mini kind of make man will put a Kunami has. As a Lucian, a woman, Yameno, as yes, Romo, yes, Romo, yes, Romo, Uniam will be sent to us.
Okay, but Fabako Paka on the INA, sorry, so I am reading T 0201825252. Who will be my last caller now on fire? Oh, hello, good morning. We didn't be back as a free.
Good morning. I'm from Richard McCaffrey Tamahabo.
Which you are my last call until 1 minute wrap up.
That's just say I'm a BBA. Yeah, that's it. How's it for you? We can hear pass over Amunian. Now, what would you be like? I said, it's not to Kobelusu. nimpo so e bo no ma bo no susu me wi se bo e bo susu ma ko ku bu se mo ate e ti ma ba de so ma di Champions League na on bi ni de ho e bo pa so ate ko to ko be wi ni house for de e ja mo me dia ma ya me nka mo ho ya ba fra mo da fofo bye bye.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I need to so I wrap up and then nyina ama ya ha na de be see it me fa course ni bi mo nka ya ka no ye fa share e start times at the patch channel 247 na ye fa Ghana Premier League emro ene me dia ma ene how to folk empire na etwa e wo de Yakum Park me di ni Mutala Yakubu metremo e de ma na Dakwaje. See you heard from 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐄 as well as Nanedu na wo mu nyina e kasa ya ye juma no ye nyina na ya boy juma no so wo fi wo do messages by o messages no makacho say hu hia me kra chen e de Nanedu ene 𝐒𝐿𝐄 abeko ha mo amofre nyina nya me hyira mo amo nyaye so da fofo ye transia de wo bia ye de bebro nyame nka ho onye okese till we meet again. It's au revoir, bye bye.